Hi, this is Aaron Wilson from KPRC2 Sports. I'm with Sports Director Randy McIlvoy. We just watched this debacle. Randy, what a disaster in the second half. To intercept Jared Goff 5 times and still lose the football game. So many things to talk about. So many things went wrong. And something you just never expect. An errant snap from John Weeks, Mr. Reliable, a high snap. Never happened to him. He was very accountable. He feels awful about it. And then Kennedy Fairburn just couldn't get it done on the 58-yarder. They lose to Jake Bates. Tom Grad, former Texans training camp guy, nails the 58-yarder, and they win the football game.
Well, it's 23-7 at the half. I mean, this is a tale of two halves. You thought, all right, Texans are going to get out of here. They're going to show up, roof open, the battle red on, the fans were going nuts, and then nothing at all from the offense. Offensive line issues again, more pressure on C.J. Stroud tonight. You had a couple of drop passes early in the game. Take Dell out a couple he probably should have caught. Just everything went wrong in that second half. Detroit got new life. They got back in it. They kept chipping away at it. Texas gave this one away tonight.
Right. It's the kind of football game. If they can't beat good teams like this, if they can't close teams out, then whether they make the playoffs or not, it's going to wind up ultimately being irrelevant to me because they're not good enough to get over the hump. They're now 1-3 against NFC North, which is a quality division, losing to the Packers, losing to the Lions, and losing to the Vikings. I just don't know about this team. They don't protect well enough. They don't run block well enough. They don't catch the ball
Too many
well
question
enough.
marks, man.
Too many problems with this team. It's like what you fix one thing and then they spring another leak. I think they've got to really take stock, and it's very possible this is a flawed roster. If the offensive line ultimately isn't good enough, Randy, then they're not going to go very far. Joe Mixon's a heck of a running back, and there's nowhere for him to run. His stats today, he just couldn't make it happen. It's a stout Lions defense. I understand that.
Yeah.
But you can't have
you got to do
no
better
yards.
than that. Yeah,
it's terrible.
You got to do better.
And it's not on him because we know how good he is. And you look at whether Nico Collins would have played, didn't play. A little bit on that. He was ready to play. They just didn't activate him in time for him to be able to have enough practice. And that's why they didn't have him available. Would he have made a difference? Yes, I believe so. But you've got to prepare those players to play, to be in this game. And that's why no Nico Collins, which was much to the chagrin of a lot of fans. They hoped for it. We didn't necessarily expect it. And we didn't report that he would play. We just said he was ready to play. And it didn't happen. Now the Texans going to go to Dallas. Another primetime game after losing 2 primetime games in a row. Are they ready for the big lights is another question I have.
It's another national TV game. You go into that one, there's no way they should not take care of with what the Cowboys are going through right now. And offensive line issues aside that the Texans are dealing with, this has to be a W. It has to be a convincing win. They got to find a way to go to Arlington and Jerry World and get that mojo back.
It's gut check time, Randy. The Texans have got to dig deep. They got to find something. This is the time you got to search your soul, look in the mirror, whatever cliche you want to throw out there, it all applies. Texans 6-4, same spot they were last year. But man, does it feel bad for the Texans right now. And that was a gloomy locker room.
All right, that's the inside scoop here on your YouTube page, man.
YouTubing it up. Thanks, Randy.